Hello to all my friends out there. Hi, you guys. Here we are again. It's hot here, but it's not unbearable. But it's not cool either. So I hope everyone is doing okay. So my garden is doing very, very poorly, but my cactus is doing pretty good. I bought this climbing aloe at Walmart. It was about this big. It was $3. I thought it was overpriced. But at the base, it sprouted 4 of these little sprigs, so I pulled them out, and I replanted them, and they seem to be doing pretty good. So part of the reason for the garden is I'm doing the feng shui, and I also pulled this guy up one day. You know, it sprouted at the base of a plant when I was on my walk. It is just too hot to walk here outside. I still haven't figured out what I'm going to do about the exercise because I used to walk indoors, never thinking that wouldn't be possible. So every night can't be 5-star. So tonight I made a little meatloaf out of 4 ounces of turkey burger, and I made some white rice. And then I made a little gravy out of my drippings, so as not, I could have opened a package of gravy, but I thought, why invest money on this meal? It's a cheap meal. And then I have a little lettuce mix left, so I'll just have a little salad to go with my. This lettuce has seen better days. I think this is the last day for this lettuce. And I have a little carrots. So you're probably thinking, aren't you getting a little sick of carrots? Yeah, I am. I have a little cheese, so that's cheap enough. And I didn't take it out, but I have, and I wanted to take this out too. I have some capers, and I have a few left, so I'll put those on my salad. They're really tasty. I try to stockpile them. I'm being very careful until the end of the month because I'm expecting a spike in the COVID. And we will get into why I absolutely don't want to catch this stuff in a minute. It's very dangerous. A lot of people may think people are overreacting. I don't think so. I think it's worse than we know. And at one point I bought this lemon herb salad dressing. So here is my every night is not a 5-star night. And then I'll just have a little ketchup. The feng shui is actually coming along pretty well. You know, if you keep at, like if you have these humongous projects and you just keep at it, eventually you get somewhere. It starts to, you know, fight. I have some freshly brewed tea. I bought this stuff. I think it's better than regular black tea. It's organic black tea. And I find it to be really good. And I like to drink my tea with my straw, but hey, I guess I'll have to locate it later. This stuff's good, especially in hot weather. Let me get rid of that. So it's like you guys are with me in my kitchen. You're with me in my life. That's good. I like it. So now, I got up, I went to the bank because I needed some change. I didn't get any change because that involves standing in the hot sun. This is one thing about the COVID. It is a great excuse to waste all kinds of time and try to give us a heat stroke. They put up like tents, but I thought no. So I asked the lady, oh, I should be able to go through the drive-thru and get change, right? And she goes, no, we're not giving change in the drive-thru. And I thought, I used to get change all the time in the drive-thru. So I left the bank, no change. Then I drove straight to Walmart. And today they had the caffeine-free Diet Coke. So it's way cheaper. It's like 74 cents, 10 cents CRV, and I try to get it wherever I can. The regular Diet Coke is now $1.68 at Walmart, so if you can bring yourself to drink these things, you get 2 for the price of 1. I can stand it. And then, you know, I was walking around and I thought, wow, they have quite a few 50-cent items, and I'll get into why that might be important in a few minutes. So I got a macaroni and cheese for 50 cents. So you might be thinking, Rhoda, I thought we weren't spending any money for the next 5 days. Well, we're not, but if we see something that's a really good deal, we are. And I bought some corn muffin mix for 47 cents. I bought some pork and beans for 48 cents. I bought Vienna sausage for 50 cents. I bought some potted meat for 50 cents. I bought 2 packages of gravy, brown gravy 30 cents, turkey gravy 40. So I could have used my turkey or my brown gravy, but you know, I wanted to be cheap. And I bought these peanut butter bars for $1.42 because you get 12 of these cookies, so for $1.42. So it's $11.08. If you've never seen them, this is what they look like. They're good. I've consumed quite a few. So this is about 3 days' food for $5. Or you can put this food in the stockpile. So I spent $5 on my no spending day. Don't tell anybody. Basically, if I can't get out of the house for whatever reason, I'm going to be eating my Vienna sausages and my potted meat sandwiches. I'm thinking about buying a bread maker, you guys, because it's so hot, you know. And look what I got at 99 cents only. A free coupon for one 99-cent only item. So that was like a free $1. So that was great, a great thing. Okay, tomorrow I'm gonna post some of the stuff that I could sell on eBay, but if now out here we're closed down again. Banana Republic, Halston, and Bijou Turner. So this is about $60, and I only paid $1 or $2. If you can get in a thrift store, you could sell them for more, but I usually sell them very reasonable. Believe it or not, these are really, really pretty. I might not sell them. I mean, you know, if you get them so cheap, you could wear them for 5 years, and then you could sell them at a swap meet or a yard sale. So be thinking about, maybe I will try a resale. Okay, so that was 3 days food for $5. Then I said to you guys, say hi to me on my Instagram. So the Poverty Princess said hi. Hi to the Poverty Princess. You guys, go to the Poverty Princess and subscribe. Today she had a good grocery haul. And I really liked it because when you see what the other guy buys, you go, yeah, that's good. And what she bought was she bought roast beef deli meat. And I thought, yeah, that sounds good. I'm getting kind of sick of this tuna fish. Well, I wasn't sick of the tuna fish until I saw her roast beef. And she's going to be making some roast beef hoagies with Swiss cheese. And I said, what? That sounds good. I'm going to be watching Poverty Princess. Hi to Heidi, 37. She's been following me for a long time, and I've been following her for a long time. Hi, Heidi. L Catwoman. Hi, L Catwoman from YouTube. And I saw Disabled and Prepping, and what she's got is she's got, you know, you can follow people on Instagram too. And if you're doing the social media, you might as well do Instagram and Twitter. Why not? I like to see other people's Instagram and Twitter. Disabled and Prepping showed her newest oil burning lamp. I have one, and I bought several of the tops, and I broke mine. I had a pretty one, but I still have the bottom part, so I'm trying that. It kind of creeps me out, the idea of doing it in the house. And I started doing that because I was watching Homestead Tessie Mobile Home Living. And if you haven't followed her, go follow her as well. I got a new channel for you guys. Okay, this, I like this. This is like my channel. Like hanging out in the kitchen, and it's cute too. She's got kids, she's got a baby. It's very cute. How to make teriyaki chicken. Evidently, well, I'm not going to tell you guys. Go to this channel. And homemade donuts at home. That's what sucked me in. I go, oh, I got to watch it. And they really look good the way she made them. Peach McIntry. You guys. She doesn't need a shout out. She's got a zillion followers. She's like Homestead Tessie Mobile Home Living. But if you don't follow her, yet, go follow her because you'll really like the channel. And it could really help you as well. Okay, so now back to this. So hi to Poverty Princess, Heidi 37, El Catwoman, and Disabled and Prepping. Like I have been doing Instagram for a long time, but I generally don't answer people because, you know, it's like sometimes men trying to meet women, and I always think, yeah, that seems like a good way to meet a killer. So as soon as I figure out how to do the reply, I'll say hi. Until the meantime, I'll try to do the heart. Okay, I want to talk to you about this video. This is serious truth about the coronavirus coming out. Viable TV. It's this channel right here. It's on my, if you want to see it, it is on my Twitter. I would check it out. I think it's the best. He calls it COVID-20. I go, yeah, that's more accurate. This ain't 19. Anyway, what he has to say is this is not a natural virus. This is a man-made virus. So I agree with that totally. And it is a genetic, engineered, weaponized virus. And that's what I thought too. But he is a doctor. And I agree with what he's saying. And with what he's saying makes a whole lot of sense. We'll get into that. What has happened is they have married an influenza virus with 4 strands of HIV. And that explains why this virus lies dormant. You breathe it in, and it attacks the lungs and goes into the bloodstream, just like HIV. It goes through the mucosa and attacks the bloodstream. And generally it can be fatal. Sometimes people, I'm sure, have had HIV and haven't displayed symptoms. So that kind of explains that. And it's very deadly. And so I don't agree with, and it is highly infectious. And it is a respiratory virus. And it's very similar to MERS and SARS. So all of this kind of makes sense, and I don't agree with everything he says, in my opinion. But one thing I do agree is that when they turned on the 5G, it kind of seemed to activate it, and the center of the 5G was Wuhan, China. And I think that's true. And what it does, where did I write this? It is a protein that binds RNA and DNA, and it's very, very deadly, and it's respiratory. So that's why you see these morons with their nose out of a mask. You got to figure that that person is not being careful otherwise. And so the radiation out of the 5G seems to be activating this viral component. And they try to give us this BS and say, you know, it was coming from outer space and this kind of stuff. Okay, and it also attacks the male testicles. It seems to attack men, and it hasn't been determined if these men are sterile. Now, didn't we just talk about the monkeys they were sterilizing yesterday? Anyway, I don't believe that they manage this so intelligently. I think that there was fires seen in outer space. I think they burn the bodies. A lot of people do. And so it was postulated that 65 million deaths, but now they're saying more closer to 165 million. So don't assume you're going to be one of the people who's just a carrier and survive it. Just don't get it. Like, just exercise caution as long as it takes so you don't get this stuff, and hopefully it'll blow over. Okay, and he mentions hand washing, masks, wiping down, washing the hands, keeping your hands off surfaces. I wear gloves. I don't mess around. I wear a glove and mask, and I started wearing glasses and sunglasses, and I don't think that is too cautious, because we have genital herpes that can attach to the eye. We have pink eye, handshakes, hugs, kisses, coughing, sneezing, contacts, and personal contact. And we have impetigo that can attack your eye, and it's bad. And it breaks in the skin, cuts, scratch, insect bites, and they invade and colonize. Caused by poor hygiene and humid climate. So you got to be very, very careful if you live in a humid climate. Okay, so now. Okay, I posted a video for you guys to see. It's getting crazy tonight. I know. Take what you like and leave the rest. But once you hear it, it's in there. So a long time ago, I heard this, and it was said by Max Spears. Bases, Part 3, Part 4, Max Spears on Music Industry, Miles Bases Project. And what he said is that a long time ago, there was a cross between wild boars and humans, and that is your modern day pigs, which sounds crazy, but generally disease is host specific. And this, and you know, try to have the sick pork, and furthermore, they've taken over a lot of our pork. I think I'm backing off. And so what he insinuated is wild boars and humans, so eating pigs is cannibalism. So you might want to check this out. I always liked Max Spears. I think he was murdered. Okay, now to the 3 prophetic warning dreams. Brace yourself, Pastor Dana Coverstone, Monarch Lifestyle. Okay, I went to the bank to get change, and like now getting change is a big hassle, and they're saying, well, it's due to the COVID. And so in his dream, he wanted to get some change to do a church rummage sale, and the bank president told them that they weren't printing change, or they weren't minting change anymore, and $5 and $1 and $5 would soon follow. This was the prophetic dream. And I was thinking today, I'll tell you what is also miserable to try to use is go try to use $100 bills. That's miserable too. So probably if we are going to stock up on change, and probably the safest thing would probably be $20. Let me see if I can find something. What did I do again? I guess I took it out, but I have a little 20, a little nickel, 1920, so it's 100 years old. try to get little silver coins while you can. Also, if you possibly can, maybe try to buy a little silver. It's been said that it might dip down to $18 per coin, but it could go up as high as 70 because they're printing all of this. I haven't gotten my stimulus check yet, my first one. I'm waiting for it. But they're printing all this money, and so, you know, it's not backed by anything. So they could take us to cryptocurrency or something, but it might be a good idea to have a little bit of silver if you possibly can afford it. And then if it dips down to $18, try to get as much as you possibly can. Okay, you guys, please like, comment, and subscribe, and God bless you all.